What's up, buskers? How we doing today? This is my long-awaited review of the new Alto Uber FX. I have all three of my amps set up here. I have the original Alto Uber, got the Uber FX, and I have the Fishman mini charge or whatever it's called. So I will save you a whole lot of blah blah blah. I'll give more info after, but I'll just do a little sound test here and see what you think. This is just on a phone audio, and I'm sure some of the room acoustics going to come through, but if you're busking on the street, this is kind of what it's going to sound like anyway. So basically the way I set up my amps are, I have live foot drums I do, so I'm usually just trying to put a little guitar through the speaker and just trying to get my vocals a little bit above everything. So check it out, here we go. Going to start with the Alto Uber. This doesn't have any effects or EQs, so it's just straight through. If you have like preamp, like your guitar has EQ and all that, this is probably fine. It's $150. It's a good starter amp. Alright, so that's the Alto Uber. We'll do the Fishman next. Check. This is the Fishman. 60 watts. I think the other ones are both only 50 watts. So here's this.
You know, it's about what you sow. Plant seeds and watch it grow. Keep the roots low. Cause what you give is what you get. So keep that too positive. And love the better at best you can. Where are you, man?
There's Fishman. Just had a little bit of reverb in there, not a whole lot. What is that? Probably 9 o'clock. And then now we will do the Alto Uber FX. There's a bigger speaker, 8-inch speaker. Check.
Cause what you give is what you get, so keep that too positive and love the better at best you can. Where are you, man?
right, so there we go. So those are the 3 battery powered amps that I have. Turn down the reverb here. So I got little notes here. Let me see what we got. Let me talk to the camera. I like that better. So the backstory is with these amps was I got the Alto Uber, the little one, last year. I played it for 3 or 4 months, I want to say, and then I made enough money busking that I was able to get a Fishman, which I paid. I got a B stock one, which was about, I think, $380. I paid for it, and that I played that for 11 months. And then I was in the middle of a festival and it started cutting out. You know, it takes 9 hours to charge. And it was cutting out after like 2 or 3 hours. So I was kind of losing money at this event I was trying to play all month. So I went, so I got a factory warranty on the little one, on the little guys. I had already sent that in. And the thing is with Alto is they paid for shipping and handling and all that stuff. Like they were just like, okay, yeah, send it in, we'll take care of it. Whereas when I contacted Fishman, they wanted me to pay for shipping and insurance and yada, yada, yada. And I was just kind of like, well, Alto's doing the stuff for no charge. Obviously they value their customers, I guess, a little more. And the battery pack that's in this is probably a $20 piece. So, Fishman's like, well, you can send it back, and if we can replicate the problem, then, we'll warranty it. So I was just like, okay, well, regardless, I needed an amp to keep playing. So I saw that the Uber FX came out, and I go, okay, well, let's give that one a whirl. That one cost me about $270, so still much cheaper than the Fishman. I kind of like, it has better features on it as far as I'm concerned. One thing I like is it has wheels. It's a little bigger, but it has wheels and it has a handle. Right here like this, so it's super easy to cruise around. I played out with the effects. I've got that this last January, so I've played it on the streets probably at least a good 2 months. I put a lot of hours in on it. The battery life's really good. One of the things that I like about the Altos is they have a little indicator light that shows you 100%, 75, 50%. So like you can always monitor where your battery life is at. Whereas on the Fishman, it's either charged or it'll say low battery. And I think part of the problems of why I burnt out that battery, I played the crap out of that amp. I played so many shows and put so many hours, but the thing is sometimes if you're out and you're playing and the light comes on, like sometimes you just keep playing. But I want to say, just as a basic theory, as with like a car battery or anything else, you're always just playing off the top of the battery and then you're charging it back up. Like you never want to keep draining it down further because it degrades. So I think maybe that was part of the problem with the Fishman, is like I probably played it into the red too many times. I don't know. I haven't talked to Fishman personally, but I have a couple friends that have tried to question them, and nothing real. I don't know. Just never getting any really good solid answers. Maybe they don't know because they're not street performers. I don't know, but so I really like the Uber FX. I have a little cart that I put all my stuff in, so it's like a one trip. I like the Bluetooth. Their Bluetooth feature is cool because it also has a volume. So if you're doing backing tracks, because sometimes I do gypsy jazz and just play backing tracks, it's cool because you can adjust the volume, with your guitar. Whereas on the Fishman, it's got Bluetooth, but there's no way to adjust your external volume. There's only one main volume switch, so that, a notch down, I guess you could say. the Alto Ubers also have this little USB plug so you can charge your phone on it. Or I'll probably do another video, but I got this cord. It's called the bird cord. So if you have effects pedals or anything external like that, you can probably plug it in and run it off. I'll do another video because this is a theory at this point, but I've watched some other stuff online where you just use a little battery pack. I don't know where it's at right now. Anyways, but that's cool because you can charge your phone. I like the meter. I like the wheels. Even just the top being flat is a bonus because sometimes you got something and you want to sit it up there. You know, the little Fishman's got, I don't know, a 10 or 15 degree angle on it, which isn't very helpful as far as projecting upwards. Like you still got to tilt it back if you're trying to get a better angle. So it kind of makes the top useless. Yeah, at this point in my life, I'm all about the Alto Uber. Like I said, I like their customer service. Their amps are a little cheaper. Sound-wise, not a huge difference, I don't think. I mean, not a crazy difference. I mean, unless you're trying to get, you know, some specific sound or like, you know, Fishman might sound a little better. I'm not sure. But, you know, because I know sometimes if I hit the Uber hard, like on the mic and stuff, like if you get real close to the mic, it'll get a little bit of almost like a distorted sound. But I've played shows and played some events where I could hear it, and I was asking like the sound guy and the other musicians, like, "Hey, does it sound like crap or is it okay?" And they're like, "No, they're like, you can hear it a little bit, but like it kind of just adds character. Like it doesn't sound bad. Like it just, you know, it's a little more gritty sounding, I guess." So there you have it. Those are my my notes and my little sound sample of the Alto Uber FX, the Fishman, and the original Alto Uber. So I hope this helps all you street performers out there, and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like if you like it, I guess. And we'll see you next time. Peace and love.